Hey y'all. Um, been a little bit since I did a video. I apologize, but life sometimes happens. I mean, we all know how that goes. Went back to work after a lovely long 2-week vacation. Um, Started a new position at work. Lateral move, but completely different responsibility. So I've been learning all the ins and outs of that job very, very slowly, but I'm gonna get there. So always love a challenge. Um, if you're not challenged, then what's the point? So I wanted to do a video today about really, my tagline, something you see at the end of all of our videos is live a great story. And I wanted to kind of give you an idea of what that means to me. Um, it's one of those things that, the more I think about it and the more I see things happening around me is, to me, every day you write a page in your book. You can think of your life like a book, and every day you write another page. So, you have all these chapters, growing up and being a teenager and a young adult and all these different things that you do. And, some of those pages are going to be, anybody looking at them, it's going to be just so boring. It's like, oh, she went to work again. Oh, she took care of another customer. So, not every page is going to be exciting. However, there's certain pages that are just going to be awe-inspiring, and it's what you put on your page every single day. At when you look back, and those memories that you have, they mean something to you. My great story is not going to be the same as your great story. My great story is I cannot stand to sit still. It's just one of those things. We go on vacation, and my husband always says, Billy always says, God, you need to learn how to relax. Just relax. Just sit and watch. And I cannot sit and watch. I have to get up. I have to go and do. I like to plan things and get out and do. I don't, even if we get up in the morning and go, okay, we're doing this today, I don't like to just sit and watch other things. I don't like to sit and watch the waves at the beach. I'm not a beach person, FYI. I like to go and try to find some kind of adventure, and some of my adventures may not be very exciting to you. I'm a history buff. I like to go and see old historical sites, so old houses, the old forts. Washington, D.C. used to be one of my favorite places because you could go into all those museums and see all of the different things that make the U.S. what it is. The Archives building was one of my absolute favorite buildings because you could be, inches away from the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence and the Magna Carta and, all these documents that basically built this country. Those are the kind of things that I like to see too. So it's not just getting out here and hiking and seeing all these amazing views, up in the woods and on these mountains. There's so many things that interest me. Your great story might be, if you are super family oriented, it might be spending, every day doing stuff with your kids, taking them to the park, taking them to the zoo, doing things like that. And if that's what fills your pages and your story and your chapters, and makes it amazing for you, then that is your great story. Anything that you can be passionate about is what makes your great story. I have friends that do. I have a really good friend that does a podcast, and he is, he's a nerd. So he is very much into gaming and anime and things like that. And he does a podcast about it. And, you support your friends, and I listen to it. I don't understand everything he talks about, but you can hear the passion in his voice about what he loves. And that's what makes his story great. I'll put a little thing down here, so if you want to listen to that, if that's, if you're kind of the geeky kind of guy or girl that's into the games, whether they be like the computer games or the game system things or board games. He talks about board games, and if that's your thing, then I'll show you where you can find him. I have a coworker at work that is about to start a podcast on all things Star Wars. Her and her husband are Star Wars geeks, so they're going to do a podcast on Star Wars and what they love about it and all that kind of good stuff. So I'm interested in kind of listening to that one too, and seeing, hearing the passion in their voice. So if you talk to somebody and you find out their passion, and you just ask them a couple questions, and you see that light go on in their eye, and they talk about it, and you can just see what they love about it, that is their story. And anything that makes your heart beat a little bit faster, or brings that smile to your face, and those are the things that you should be filling your pages with. That's the kind of thing that at the end of your book, when you look back at it, and you never know when you're going to write your last page. So don't look back, and don't one day sit there and go, God, I wish I would have, or someday I might. One day I might do this. I sure would like to do this one day. Don't wait for the one day. What if tomorrow is the last day of your story? You don't want people to sit around and go, God, Stephanie really, really, really wanted to hike it, and she just never took the time to do it. Well, you know what? Stephanie's going to take the time to hike. That's what I'm going to take the time to do. I'll be skydiving soon. Sorry, honey, I know you don't want to know that, but I'm going to be skydiving soon. It's something I want to do. I've wanted to do it for years and years and years. And yes, I am slightly afraid of heights, but you know what? It's going to happen. It is one of those things that, God, I just want to do it so bad. And those are the kind of things that you want to fill your pages with, and look back at the page that you wrote yesterday and go, you know what? Yesterday was a great day. That was a wonderful page. What can I fill today's page with? And you're going to have the boring pages. I work 12-hour shifts basically. I'm at work for 12 hours a day, and I am in retail management. So some of my days are really, really good, and they're filled with being able to help people and help grow our business and things like that. And then there's some days that, man, being in retail is a rough business. So anybody out there in retail that deals with it, it's rough at times. But I still love it. Every single day that I have to go to work, there might be times that I'm like, okay, let's go find out what today has in store. But at the end of the day, while there might be some bad moments, it really is still something I love to do. So I might be weird because I really do like my job, but it is what it is. So Billy is retired. He's not a big in front of the camera person, so he likes it when I do these types of videos without him, and he'll sit there and watch him when I'm done and be like, yeah, that's great, babe. But Billy is retired, and so he is the caretaker of all things in our lives. He lets me go off and work, which I love to do. FYI, again, I just said that, but I like to do it. But Billy loves to cook, so I never go hungry. He is forever fixing meals, and maybe we'll do some videos for y'all. And he likes to smoke meats. I know some of his friends are like, hey Billy, you need to do some videos on smoking the butts and the briskets. So look for a few of those for the people that want to watch him cook. So those are really good. He would get up every morning and fix me breakfast if that's really, really what I wanted. I'm coming home from work, I could call him and say, hey babe, I would love a steak. And by the time I walked in the house, he'd have it ready for me. So he takes excellent care of me and to cook. So if that's what he's filling his pages with, and that's what he enjoys doing, then that's what I want him to do. He gets to go out and travel when I don't always get to go, because I only get so much vacation every year. So he's taking trips to Townsend, he's taking trips to Bryson City, and those are the things that if you're able to do that, that's what we want to do. So fill your pages with something that excites you, something that makes you want to look back and go, man, I cannot believe I did that, or God, I want to do that again. Let's go. And what's the next adventure? And it's not always going to be adventurous. we love going to the aquarium, we love going to the zoo, and to call that an adventure, some people might go, that's not really adventurous, Stephanie. But you know what? It's, at the end of the day, it's what you like doing. And if other people haven't had a chance to go, if you've not gone to the Memphis Zoo is amazing. So if you've not got to go to the Memphis Zoo, and I did a video on that, and you got to see it, and you'd be like, damn, maybe I need to go there. Those are the kind of things that we hope that, by this channel, we inspire you to go and do a few things, whether you've never done them before, or you have thought about doing them and like, I really don't know if it'd be worth it, or you know what, everything is worth it. At the end of the day, you might sit back and go, God, why on earth did we do that? That was so horrible. But you know what? You'll still talk about it. Remember the time we did this and it was the absolute worst thing ever? You're still talking about it. You'll still laugh about it. So that's what you need to do. Find humor, find something to smile about. Even if that is talking to one particular person, then that's what you need to do, because sometimes that one person's smile makes all the difference in your day. So hopefully, I know this video was maybe a little all over the place, and that's okay too, but be passionate about what you do. Make every page that you write be something that you are good with and that you are proud of and that makes you smile, because that's what it's all about. You only get one chance at life, and that one chance needs to be all that you can do, and live it to the fullest, and be excited about everything new that's upcoming. Be nervous, that's fine too. You're going to be nervous going into something that you don't know about, but sometimes nervous is good. It kind of pumps up that adrenaline, and you get excited about what you're about to do. So get that feeling about something. Find what you're passionate about. Find whatever it is and just dive off into it. Learn about it. Go and do it. Stop sitting on the couch, which that's okay too. I do it. But stop sitting on the couch all the time. Get out there and do something that you can fill those pages with and look back with and smile. And hopefully, leave us some comments. Tell us what you're passionate about. There might be something out there that I never thought about trying, and you tell me how passionate you are about it, and by gosh, I'm going to go try it. And I'll make a video and tell you whether I liked it or not. So, until next time, enjoy some of the pictures I'm going to add here at the end of some of the things that we love. And always, I want you to get out and live a great story.